So my example is on the if-else statement. It's a grade designer. For instance, so first I assigned the function assign grade with the score right next to it. I said if score is greater than 90, then I return the grade A. Or else if score is equal to greater than 80, return B, and so on, grade of F. So that's all really for my example. I wonder if Chase has anything else. I think he has a for loop.
Call this function, or say hi 100 times, which maybe that's not very useful, but pretend we want to. So we would want to say for, and then we assign our variable I is just a popular variable name because we don't really use it for anything, and it's very common for programs, so yeah. We have to assign it to 0. We have to say that it must be less than, say, 100 for this code to work. Or we can say it starts at 1, and it must be less than or equal to 100, if that makes more sense. And then we're going to say I is going to increment by 1 each time. Now, there are some faster ways to do this, like, and then I'll show you both of them that were made specifically for loops and like. We could also do I plus equals 1, or we could do I plus equals 4. It just means I equals I plus 4. Or if we just wanted to increment by 1, which in this case, and which in looping through arrays we usually do, we just want to say I plus plus, which means I equals I plus 4. Okay, I'm going to call the function, and I'm going to call it in the loop. So each time it loops through, it will say, okay, I is 1, the first time it will go, okay, variable, I is 1, okay, I must be less than 100, I is less than 100, okay, I'm going to increment 1 to I. And then it's going to go through its code, and it's going to do this, and it's like, okay, so now I say I. So now go back to the beginning. Okay, this time actually I is 2, because you already told me that. Now I is must be less than 100 for it to do this code. And it keeps doing that until it says, okay, I is 100, and then I'm going to add 1, do the code. Okay, I equals 101. I is not less than 101. So forget even incrementing. I'm just going to skip over to then, and then just, that's the rest of the HTML. So you might want to zoom out a bit. And, oops, okay, let me see this. Oh, oops, we forgot to add the group. I forgot to add the group. Okay, so I've defined 100 times. Yeah. But ID equals 0, so it's just going to be greetings, groups ID. And so now it does the same thing we had in the beginning, pretty useless, except it does it a different way. This allows us to make it say different greeting each time. So we can change greet ID. So now it says, so we're going to have math.4, so it's going to round down. And now we want our random number, right? So remember the window object and document object 2, and those are all objects, so you can access them, right? Well, math is just the same, except it has different functions, math functions, like math.for and math.random, which I'm going to use right now. So what we're doing is saying we're rounding down this random number, and math.random starts off as a random number between 0 and 1, but let's multiply it by 2, so that instead of always being 0, it's going to occasionally change, so it'll occasionally be up higher than 1, so that it will round down to 1. And Let's see if this works. Okay, just for the demonstration. So you see, it says a different greeting each time. It seems to like hi and low. Oh, okay. So the other thing we need to do is we don't want it to just give us two random greetings. We want it to give us all the greetings in the array. So my mistake there. I made it just do hi and hello. So yeah, we're gonna say greetings dot length. This basically gives you the full length of the array. Yeah. So yeah, and let's see. It'll say good day. It'll say what's up. It'll say good day. Hi, and it will give you a random greeting each time. So that's all for arrays.
Did you follow? Oh, well, this was too fast.
I know, I was confused when I first saw this. I was like, wait, how do you do that? And I was trying to figure out how to do it like this, and all sorts of weird stuff. But it's very simple. You have to think of the array as a data type.